Radio check. Radio check. Can you hear me? Good. All right, everybody, welcome to the Performance Plus Friday Night Street Legal here at SIR for Friday, June 5th. We need all staff to their positions, please. We're going to be getting underway. All staff to their positions. Looks like we got a nice little bit of weather going on tonight. Little warm, little sticky, little greasy. But you know what? It's better than that good old Saskatchewan wind we've been putting up for the last, I don't know, how old am I? 54 years, I guess, 55 years. So speaking of 55 years, it might be somebody's birthday today. I'm going to invade some privacy here and start going through some tech cards. Something tells me it's Sherry Gordon's birthday today, but I can't confirm that right now because her tech card's not here. I have a feeling Sherry Gordon might be 55 today, but I can't confirm that. All right, Mackenzie Auto Beer Gardens are open. If you want to get yourself a nice, cool, refreshing, responsible beverage, if you want to bring up a cool, responsible, refreshing beverage for myself, I will not stop you. I'd love one. And we're going to be getting underway here shortly. So once you're done tech, let's get in line and we're going to get her stepping. All right, we lost our music, so I think we're going to be getting serious here pretty quick. Make sure your tech cards are legible if you want us to give you a shout out so we can at least read your name when we call the ambulance. No, I'm kidding. I hope I don't have to call an ambulance tonight. Who's all here? George Watson's here at a Rosthern 67 Ford Mustang. Ooh, fancy. We're going to see that happen. I did run into Rob Aldrich. Rob Aldrich is currently in tech right now, I believe. He's running Jackie's car tonight. Apparently, he did some fancy tuning over the wintertime. So James is going to see what Jackie's car can do here tonight. We'll see if he can keep her straight. I think the last time I saw that car out, he broke something and had to get pushed off the track, I believe. But those are old problems. Those are old problems. Hector's Grub Hub, head over there if you want to grab yourself some of the best damn food you'll ever have at a racetrack. I highly recommend. I say it every week. Farmer dog and a poutine, you can't really go wrong. It looks like most of our staff are in position. We're calling everyone to position, and we're going to get underway shortly. Just looking out there at the bleachers today, it looks like we had some volunteers out today. I think they actually took a day off of work. A day off of work at the racetrack is good, even if you're working out here, whether you're running your car out here. The bleachers look fantastic. It looks like the caution tape is down. It looks like the boards are flat. Must have been Andrew L. involved in there somewhere. I'm not sure of all the names of the people, but thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to do that today. At least the weather was on your side for it. Big thanks to Heather Bennett and Sean for mapping out. Heather Bennett was out here doing some surveying for us on some of the pit sites today. Thank you very much for that. And I learned how to be, well, I can't really say it. She called me the B word because she had me hammering spikes into the ground and she was telling me what to do. So you can only imagine what it is. I think it rhymes with rich and starts with a B. So that was me. She made me use a pink hammer and everything. It was very humiliating, guys, but I think that's what she's into. All right. We're almost ready to go. Medivie ambulance. It looks like the ambulance is here somewhere. Corey's ambulance here. Ambulance is here. Thanks very much to Medivie Ambulance for coming out and watching our backs for us. We're going to be getting underway. Let's go. Get through tech and get in your staging lanes. 3, 4, 5, and 6 are open. Let's get them stacked. We're going to be getting underway in 1 minute here. 1 minute. Maybe 45 seconds. If you're not doing anything tomorrow, we're going to be having points races tomorrow, testing tunes tomorrow. I think we got a couple of king cars out here for tomorrow that are going to be doing some testing here at our track. A couple of really nice mobiles have made their way here. Oh, looks like we're getting the thumbs up. I only have 9 tech cards up here, so forgive me. If I don't know you, I'll try my best. All right, it looks like we're getting ready to rock and roll here. I don't have a tech card for him, but that looks like... Corey, you say it's a Genesis. We're going to call that car in the left lane a Genesis. Right-hand lane, man that needs no introduction. That's Mr. Gordon Laliberty out of Regina, 2014 Mustang with the big 5.0. 0.62 reaction time for the Genesis. Can the Genesis run down the Mustang? Mustang's pulling away. He's not going to get him. He's not going to get him. Mustang, he looks like he had a good pass. 12.13 at 115 mile an hour for the Mustang. Genesis finished up with a 12.83 on a 104 MIPAs. Casper, the friendly ghost, in the left-hand lane. He was unloading his car and it almost rolled right off the trailer. He's lucky he caught it, I guess. Could have been worse. Would have ruined his day, ruined his night for sure. We got a standard transmission on that Ford in the left-hand lane. 061 reaction time. He had some spinning off the line. Looks like he's running street tires. Right-hand lane will finish up with a 1334. That's a nice pass for the right lane. 105 mile an hour. Left-hand lane is a 1450 at 96 mile an hour. Don't forget your bug spray when we don't have the wind. They are vicious. Actually, it sucks is what it does. I won't even call it vicious. I'll call it what it is. The mosquitoes are horrible right now. Got some nice cars coming up here. James Gordon is, I see his wagon there. He's sitting in line waiting patiently to go. And there's the birthday girl pulling up on the back of lane 5. Happy birthday, Sherry Gordon. 55 years young. Or is it your 25th anniversary of your 30th birthday? One of the two. Uh-oh, Hot Wheels is saying she's older than that? 56? 56? Oh my. Well, you're still going up there. Right-hand lane, that Ford is, oh, it's Ford on Ford. That truck is a mean mobile. Look at him, Huck, look at him go. Look at that pass. 1180 at 120 mile an hour. Mustang in the left lane is on the brakes. That's a 67 Mustang, I believe. Where's his card? Yeah, George Watson out of Rossler in the 67 Ford Mustang. He was on the brakes, so we're not going to tell you what he ran. It's not important. Probably has a passenger with him. You got a passenger, you cannot run faster than 14 seconds in the quarter mile. So you got to be careful of that. You can give it all you want, but you better get off it and get on the brakes, or our track manager, Mr. Sean, aka Skippy, he'll be a little upset. Today. Left-hand lane, we got a nice Camaro. I'm gonna call that a 68. Call it 68 Camaro taken on. I don't think that's a Hellcat. That's a Charger. I'll call it an RT. What do you think, Corey? Let's call it an RT. All right, who's going to take the light? I'll say the right lane's going to get the light. Merrill got the light. Merrill lost some traction. He's got to keep her straight. You can see the zigzag marks going up and down. Looks like he's just struggling to steer it, I guess. At least he held on. Right-hand lane will get a 1326 at 105 mile an hour. And the Camaro, well, he just went for a cruise. A bit of a crooked cruise, but he went for a drive. Left-hand lane, we got Kyle. Kyle's riding a 2001. What does that say? He scribbled it out. I think he changed his bike. It's a Honda CBR, 600cc, 117 horsepower. Right-hand lane, we have Hayden McDonald. Where's Hayden from? Saskatchewan. Running a GSX. I believe that's a Suzuki and a 750. Right-hand lane, what a good pass. 1168, 125 mile an hour. Left-hand lane, at the Honda, he's just feeling it out right now. He'll get used to it. Get used to it. It's nice to see bikes. Last time out at the Street League, we had a lot of imports here. A lot of BMWs. I think we had a lot of Infinities as well. Right, yeah, really good time. Really nice to see a lot of bikes and imports out. Oh, the old Chevy in the right-hand lane. Beautiful machine. I don't have a tech card for him, so I can't give him a shout out, but left-hand lane looks like Joel Repsky, if I got his name right, out of Saskatchewan. 2008 Suzuki, another GSX 600cc in the left. That's your time, goes to the truck. I don't think the truck is going to catch that bike. Bike is screaming. Bikes makes a good pass. What does he hit? 1150, 126 mile an hour for the bike. Truck finish off with a 1545 at 87 mile an hour. Hot Wheels, where's your Mustang? Is fuel really that expensive to bring the Mustang, or you brought Old Faithful? Both. Okay. It's a money thing. At $2 a liter, yeah, it's pretty tough. I did see it look like fuel drop today, Corey. Corey's not paying attention to fuel prices. He said he's got so much money, he doesn't care how much it is. He's going to ride anyways. All right, left-hand lane, we got Sherry Gordon out of Grandora. Right-hand lane, we got James Gordon. I think James is in Martinsville. Almost. Sherry Gordon with the big red eye, 006 red. James cuts a good light with an 032. James took her to the 8th mile. Sounds like his car shifted this week. He was fighting some gremlins last week. Nice pass for James, 1376 at 102 mile an hour for the black wagon. Left-hand lane, well, what do you know? Sherry, 1472 at 95 mile an hour. That's what you normally run. Consistency, consistent. Just got to stay out of the red zone. Hot Wheels in the right-hand lane in the Neon Dart. Left-hand lane, Mr. Laliberty. Man, that man drives up here, beats the crap out of his car, and still drives her back to Regina. Hero status, right? 015 light in the right lane for the Dart. Good job, Hot Wheels. Left-hand lane, Mr. Laliberty's making some tracks. He did a little bit of spinning off the line, but 1275 at 108 miles an hour. Right-hand lane. There he is, 1813. 79 miles an hour. All right, the Lalonde boys are back in their 67 Plymouth Barracuda. I think Dennis is driving, and Al's the big guy. I hope I got that right this time. The brothers go up and they kind of share the car, they share the passes. I probably got it wrong. Capri, not a Mustang. What do you think, Corey? Is that a Capri? Sean would know better, but I think that's a Capri. Our gate girl would know for sure. And left-hand lane is the 67 Barracuda. The Lalonde brothers. Good to see that car back out again. I think they kind of fought some issues here early in the year, but it's great to see him back out. They're like our Friday night special out here. Barracuda's going to take the stripe at the top, and 1264 at 109 mile an hour. Right-hand lane for the Capri is a 1447 at 95 mile an hour. Ooh, fancy Corvette. Don't forget, guys, when you're out here, turn off your air conditioners, please. We don't want the condensers dripping water on the track. When you get a lot of faster cars out here, we don't need any slips and slides, no losses of control. Just please remember to shut off your air conditioner, okay? Pretty please and thank you. Sherry Gordon's back in the line. I wonder if she's going to beat 29 passes tonight. I think that's what she had on the Street Legal season opener here, Corey. 29. She hit 29 passes in 5 hours. I think TJ, what is TJ? 37? I think it's 37. 1,000,001, I think, and I still forgot 1,000,000 times. But left-hand lane, holy moly, yeah, that is a Corvette. I don't know if it's a Stingray or not, but it's definitely a Corvette. Right-hand lane with the Challenger. If it's a Hellcat or a Demon. Is that a Demon? It's got a wide body on it, doesn't it? We're just gonna back the cars up. Yeah, you're gonna blow through that light. We gotta back them up and restage you. You just want to get in, so you just tickle the bottom bulbs. Am I allowed to say that? It sounds a little inappropriate. Tickle the bottom bulbs, Corey. Oh, beautiful Dodge Dart, beautiful Monte Carlo. That looks like a Javelin, I believe, in tech. Got some beautiful machines out here. What do we got? Spinning ain't winning. Get out of it. He's got to run down the Corvette. Corvette's got to jump on him. Is the Demon going to head him off at the top? I don't think so. Corvette with the stripe, 1274, 112 mile an hour. Right-hand lane for the Challenger, aka the Demon, 1325 at 119. He probably got a solid 200 feet of rubber though. Maybe 150 feet. I guess one of the racers on the highway on the way in had a bit of a blowout on the trailer. Yeah, and another fellow racer saw him and pulled over and gave him a hand. Got him back on the road. A little bit late for the street legal, but he'll be fine.
Hey, we'll make sure these guys are clear first.
Right-hand lane, we got a Camaro. I don't know, what do you figure, 94-ish? Left-hand lane, looks like we got a GMC Sierra. I'm gonna call that, I don't know, Corey. I'll call it an 03. We're close. We're close. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to be fast to come out here. You could just bring your car, just beat the crap out of it. You can go down the track, see what it's like, see if you like it. Go as fast as you want, go as slow as you want. It's all about the experience. Try your luck at staging in the tree. You don't not have to be fast to be a good racer out here, especially in bracket racing. Some of the slower vehicles, if you can cut a light, you got a bit of an advantage. You're going to make the other guy wait for you. Oh, the Jackie Albridge Special is making its way to line. He told me it's still got the 4-cylinder in it, but I think he's full of crap. I think it's got a little more than a 4. Yeah, there was a few of us out on the 2 weeks ago at the season opener, just fighting the new car blues, trying to figure out new combos and that kind of thing. And some of the shame about having a bracket car or like a full-blown race car, the only place we could test it, not really, but really, is at the racetrack. The safest and best place is at the racetrack. All right, we're giving someone some advice here. Probably a new racer. We're gonna teach him to stage, help him get set up. He grabbed that second bulb pretty quick. What did we say? Tickle the bottom bulbs. Tickle the bottom bulbs. All right, that's gonna be a good one today. That's okay. The Camaro will get the blues out. There we go. We're off and away. So when you got a standard transmission and your tires are trying to hook, you got to just practice a little bit and see what works best for you. Left-hand lane, 1854, 56 mile an hour. Right-hand lane for the Camaro. He's just going for a stroll. Might be a new car on the track as well. Let's go for a cruise, check it out. Practice the tree, have some fun. Wheels back again in the Dodge Dart. Make another pass. We got somebody making smoke. An 80s Camaro. I'm going to need some tech cards when tech gets a minute. I know they're still teching cars and trying to get them through the line, but I will need some soon. Go. Hot Wheels with an 064 reaction time. Camaro with a 125. Lining up for a 14 and a half here dig. Yeah, 14-15, 97 mile an hour for the Camaro. Left-hand lane, Hot Wheels, he picked up 1781 at 80 miles an hour. That's almost heads up with the Chevy, with the Colorado, AKA the Blue Whale. Right-hand lane, there's that 67 Mustang. That's George Watson out of Rosthern. He's going to take on the newer Mustang. Mr. Gord Laliberty out of Regina, 2014 Mustang. I think he's got some mods to it. A normal 5.0 will not run a 12-second pass on this track. So he's got some work done to that track. 074 light for the left lane. He'll take the stripe at the top end. 1299. Slowing down. 1299 at 114. Right hand lane for the Mustang. Just great to see him get down the track. 1842 at 76 mile an hour. Arlen Coquell's here in that 62 Ford. Can't remember if it's a Comet or a Meteor, but that is a gorgeous car. He had some pretty good runs in that car last weekend. Hooks up, goes nice and straight. He's got to be happy with that purchase. Left-hand lane, that's Hayden McDonald out of Saskatoon. 2001 Suzuki GS XR, 750cc. Gets 70 miles per gallon in that hog. And in the right-hand lane, we got Kyle Walitsky, also out of Saskatoon, 2001 Honda CBR, 600cc. And the Suzuki's going to take the stripe at the top end on this one for sure. 1259 at 119 mile an hour. Right-hand lane, it's a little slower than before. Probably just getting used to it. 1351 at 150 miles an hour. Left-hand lane, we got the 81 Mercury Capri. That's Brennan Hunter out of Rosthern. 302 cubic inches of love, he says. Approximately 300 horsepower. And on the right-hand lane, looks like the other Suzuki GSX. Joel Repsky out of Saskatoon. Yeah, that Suzuki was flying 1142 at 126 mile an hour. The Capri runs a 1459 at 95 mile an hour on a stick. 1962. I'm going to call it a Comet. I think it's a Comet. New ride for him this year. The car does run really good. It runs nice and straight, and he's really happy with this new machine. You don't see many of these 62s around very much. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Harlan, what happened? Chevy truck. I don't think he's going to catch that Chevy truck. Chevy truck's only got about a 1,300-foot lead. Chevy truck will finish up with a 1546, 88 miles an hour. We're just going to stage Harlan here and let him take a pass. Hope he doesn't have problems. He enjoys bracket racing out here on the weekends. I'm sure. Uh-oh, we got... Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good when the car breaks up. All right. I think he's upset with it now. All right. That's what you do. If you get a little problem with your car, pull off to the side of the track and just pull over and wait. We'll come check it out. Especially if you hear a bang or a crack or maybe something's leaking. At least if you move to the side of the track, you're going to minimize that leak. So we got a little bit less of a track cleanup, that kind of thing. Man, Harlan seems to be a little bit stubborn here. Harlan really wants to get down this track.
There you go, bud.
He had a 25-second 330-foot. What do you think, guys? Is he going to make it? He'll make it. Reminds me of my wife. Just too stubborn. She'll do it just to prove a point. Come on, Harlan, you can do it. Break the beam, Harlan. Break it. Well, I can't give him a time here. The time expired. It took him a little while to get to the end. Hope it's not something serious, Mr. Copewell. Hope it's something simple. All right, we got a lot of machines coming up. I got to take a minute and organize some tech cards here.
Doug, do you want to tow him back on the return road, or else he's going to block it?
We're just going to take a minute. We're just going to make sure he's off the track and everything's okay here before we send our next pair, just to be sure. When you control the tech cards, you control information. All right, what do you got here? Hey, 752. I got a tech card for that. Left-hand lane is Curtis Bush out of Watson. Hunko out of Saskatchewan. Beautiful 73 Camaro Z28, 383 small block Chevy in that car. Been racing out here for quite a few years. That car's pretty well known in a lot of parts. diesel. Man, they're going pretty close heading down the track here. Right-hand lane's going to get the stripe, though, 1136, 119 mile an hour. That Dodge truck, 1221 at 111 mile an hour. That's a great pass for the Ram. All right, in the left-hand lane, the moment we all been waiting for, Mr. Rob Ulbrich out of Buena Vista, Saskatchewan. Owner of the car is Jackie Ulbrich, a 74 Pontiac Astray, 365 cubic inches in the left lane. And the right-hand lane, he's taking on a 2023 Infiniti Q50. That's Jared Smith out of Saskatchewan. Yeah, look at Jackie's car go. That thing is quick. Tapping the brakes. Woo. Jackie, your car did 12:15 at 125 mile an hour. And the right-hand lane finished up with a 12:36 at 111. And that Infiniti is fast. Q50. Corey, is the Q50 the bad boy? Corey's not sure. He says he's got a whole herd of ponies under the hood of that truck. It is pretty quick. 047 reaction time for the truck, 11:83 at 120 mile an hour. Right-hand lane for Hot Wheels. What has he got? 1791 at 79 mile an hour. And that's Chad Novak as Mr. Hot Wheels, by the way. Once again, Dodge Magnum wagon on a Dodge Magnum wagon. Sherry Gordon in the left-hand lane. Happy 56th birthday to Sherry Gordon. And the right lane, that is Mr. James Gordon. James Gordon out of Martinsville. With his slightly modified wagon. He's in the tuning stage and figuring things out. He did a bunch of mods over the wintertime. Sherry, that's 2 red lights in a row for the red wagon. Because he red lit by less. Black wagons get ahead across the line first. 1373 at 102 mile an hour. Sherry Gordon again, 1478 on 95. Oh, Harlan, we towed you back. That's okay. We'll get to your pit, Harlan, figure out what's going on. Left-hand lane, 2016 Corvette. That is a Stingray with the 6.2. His name is Derry Priel out of Saskatoon, if I'm reading his tech card correctly. And at the right-hand lane, we got a 2023 Dodge Charger with the 392 Hemi. He's probably pushing, I don't know, 480, 490 horse in the right lane. Fairly close going out the top, man. These cars should be pretty quick, no? Pretty close. Corvette looks like he's taking them out the top. Corvette's going to finish up the pass with a 1282 at 110 mile an hour. Right-hand lane for the Charger, finish up with the 1342 at 105. Dennis Lalonde is watching. Brother Al is in the behind the wheel. So that's likely the 67 Barracuda underneath my feet. sound good today. Making a solo pass. All right, let's hope he hooks. Nice run for the Barracuda, 1196 at 112 mile an hour. Mom and Dad, I'm in the 11s. It's a good feeling. Left-hand lane, we got a 2019 Hyundai Veloster, 1.6 liter engine, I believe. Right-hand lane is Conrad Balicki out of Saskatoon, 2003, another Suzuki GSX. They are quick bikes. Beer gardens are open if anybody's over at Hector's Grub Hub for a nice bite or a cool, responsible, refreshing what am I saying? A cool, responsible, refreshing beverage in the Mackenzie Auto Beer Gardens. That's what I meant to say, Corey. Must be marbles. Must be marbles. All right, we're lining them up. There we go. The bike found his mark, and now he's making throttle there. Left-hand lane for the Veloster. He won't catch the bike, but he'll still make a pass. Bike will finish up. There you go. 12:59 at 105 mile an hour. Left-hand lane will finish up with a 16:37 at 86. That's not too shabby for a 1.6 liter. Remember at the top end, too, to yield the right-of-way at the top end of the track when you go to turn off. If you're in the left-hand lane, you turn off the track first. If you're in the right-hand lane, do not cut in front of the other driver to leave the track. Just remember to be courteous. We don't need an accident at the top end at like 10 mile an hour. Nobody wants to see that at a racetrack. Do we? No. All right, we got that 90s Camaro again, making a run. Sorry, I don't have a tech card. I can't give him a shout out. Right-hand lane, I think we got one for 705. That's a 2000 GMC Sierra with a 5.3. That's Isabel McMillan out of Saskatoon. New driver. Just tap it in. Just give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, tap it in. There you go. 5:26 reaction time for Isabel. Come on, Camaro. Rev it up. Now he's... Yeah, it's a little bit different to launch with the standard. You just got to figure it out. It's got to learn it. Right-hand lane will finish up 1774, 71 mile an hour. And the Camaro just went for a ride. What a beautiful night. I think we got a little bit of a breeze blowing again. Damn it. Darn it, I mean. Darn it. Shucks. Golly gee whiz. And all that jazz. Just putting a little touch up a starting line residue out there. Help it stick a little better. Street tires are really hard on a racetrack. So when a lot of people come out and they're like, oh, the track's not sticking. Well, you're putting chunky tires on the track and you're ripping it up. What do you think's going to happen? Whereas the slick will bond to it better. It'll hook up. It'll go. All right, here we go. That is a 2020 Genesis G70. That's Graham Robertson out of Saskatoon. And he's taken on, is that Mr. McDonald? Hayden McDonald out of Saskatoon, 2001 Suzuki GSX. There, he launched. He got a good launch on that bike. Well, you think he kept her in third gear all the way down. That's good. 1175 at 124 mile an hour for the two-wheeler. Left-hand lane, not too shabby. 1435 at 101 mile an hour. Look at the paint job on that Javelin coming up. It looks good from here. Looks like Tyson Darnowski's out with little Sandy tonight. Got her back up. Monte Carlo. 72, I think. 71, 72, what do we got? 1972 Chevy Monte Carlo. That is Brian Johnson. And I don't think that's the Brian Johnson from AC/DC, is it? Brian Johnson out of Saskatoon. And he's taken on Mr. 709. 709, I think, is an 82 Camaro. That might be Tyrell out of Anaheim. And left-hand lane, the Camaro gets out the top end first at 1437 at 90 mile an hour. Right-hand lane will finish up with an 1815 on an 81. You gotta love a bike burnout. Gotta love it. Left-hand lane, Joel Repsky out of Saskatoon, 2008 Suzuki GSX-R. Not just a GSX, it's got an R on the end. Must be fast. Right-hand lane, we got the Honda CBR. Kyle Boletsky out of Saskatoon. Man, that Suzuki is fast. Left-hand lane's gonna take the stripe at the top. 1153 at 126 mile an hour. Right-hand lane for the Honda, finish up at 1387. 97 mile an hour. Hey, Sean, I saw you staring at the Capri. Yeah, he's smiling. Sean, I think, had the same car, if I'm not mistaken. It's an 82 Ford Capri. What's that in the right-hand lane? Is that a Suzuki? I think it's Suzuki. What do we got? Oh, Subaru. That's what I meant. A 97 Subaru Impreza. Colton Johnson out of Saskatoon. He was with us a couple weeks ago having some fun. Left-hand lane for the Capri, slamming through the gears. What is he gonna do? 14 and change. Come on, come on. 1453 at 95 mile an hour. Right-hand lane will finish up with a 1494 at 96 mile an hour. All right, left-hand lane, that looks like a 67 Dart. Might be a GT. What do we got here? Car, 713. Brett Gregg, 1967 Dart GT out of Saskatoon. Right-hand lane, man, that thing's a little rocket. 2014 Mercedes 500 class, 5.5 twin turbo, come on. 1204 for the Mercedes at 113 mile an hour. That's a really good hit. Left-hand lane finish up with a 1451, 97 mile an hour. Huey, you got any check cards? Yeah, he's done. Left-hand lane in the Chevy S10, or is it a GMC Sonoma? That is Tyson Darnowski out of, where's he, Casario? Is there a place called Casario near here? think that's where he's from. He's running his truck named Sandy. Take a look at that right-hand lane. Look at that. 73 Javelin. Steve Carlson out of Delisle. It's got a 6-liter. He says he's making around 600 horse. Oh boy, look at this. Head to head. Right out the back. Javelin's got it by a little bit. Javelin's got the stripe. 1095 to a 1098. Javelin 1095 at 128 mile an hour. Left-hand lane 1098 at 123. That was dead and close right out the back. Left-hand lane, the brother, Chad Novak, a.k.a. Hot Wheels, taking on Sherry Gordon in the right-hand lane. Celebrating her 36th anniversary of her 20th birthday. Sherry Gordon, you did not red light. She got an 030 for the wagon in the right lane. Testing her reaction time. And the red wagon's going to go up the top. What do you think? 1475. What do you got? 1478. 95 mile an hour for Sherry Gordon in the right lane. Left-hand lane for Hot Wheels. 1785 at 80. Left-hand lane is that 67 Mustang. That's George Watson out of Rossern taking a hit down the track. Right-hand lane is Mr. Gord Laliberty out of Regina. Mustang through the top end at 1379. The other Mustang through the top end 1794. 76 mile an hour. 72 Monte Carlos in the right lane. He's going to try and make another hit. Joel Repsky, left-hand lane, 2008 Suzuki GSX with an R. GSX-R. Right-hand lane, we got the 1972 Monte Carlo. Brian Johnson, lead singer of AC/DC, out of Saskatchewan. Thunderstruck. What do you think, Corey? Oh, my mic was on. Like, left-hand lane, 1122 at 126 mile an hour out the top. Right-hand lane will finish up. Sorry, 1618 at 84 miles an hour for the Monte Carlo. Hayden McDonald out of Saskatoon, left-hand lane with another Suzuki GSX R. So it's another GSX with an R. Right-hand lane, there we go. We got the 2018 Dodge Demon. Let's see. Darren Laventure out of Saskatchewan. I can't read the town. Sorry, bud. Is the bike gonna run him down? Was the bike gonna run him down? Demon with the reaction time too. 1163 at 123 mile an hour. Much better pass than his first one. The bike, man, that was close. You know, that bike was 1177. The Demon 1163. If the bike cleaned up his reaction time, that would have been very close out the top. Good run. Good run. Right-hand lane, Mr. James Gordon out of Martinville, Saskatchewan, 2005 Dodge Magnum Wagon, 5.7 liter, around the 470 horsepower mark. He's just doing some tuning. And the left-hand lane, that's Kyle Boletsky out of Saskatoon making another hit in the Honda. Just working on his launch. Now the Honda's running down the wagon, yeah. Come on, James, keep her in. Go, 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 go. And the bike finish up, nice pass for the Honda, 1284 at 117 mile an hour. James Gordon, you finish up with a 1378 at 102 mile an hour. Hector's Grub Hub, bring me some dreams, bring me some fries. Fiesel family look like they just finished setting up shop. Good, strong racing family. There's a race going on. Genesis in the left-hand lane, 2020 Genesis, Graham Robertson out of Saskatoon. And he's taking on that Mercedes. Man, that Mercedes is fast. The Mercedes 1224, 115 mile an hour. Left-hand lane for the Genesis. Gave him a decent run, 1341 at 99. Right-hand lane, Subaru Impreza, the 94. Can't remember the driver. I should by now. Colton Johnson out of Saskatoon. Left-hand lane, Tyrell, I'm going to say it, Hodgman. Hodgman? Hogeman? Hogeman? I'm going to call him Hodgman. It's Tyrell anyways. 1982 Chevy Camaro in the left lane. 014 reaction time for the Camaro. It's a good light. Good light, good night. 1432 at 87 mile an hour for the Camaro. Right-hand lane with a 1460. 96 mile an hour. Clean up the light, man. That might not be too bad of a race. I don't see Jackie's car back out. Oh, there it is. Wonder if she's going to drive it tonight or whether Rob's going to do all the testing. I think Rob's doing all the testing tonight. Make a couple adjustments. Tires, put a couple extra hamsters under the hood, and away you go. Right-hand lane is that monster Ford truck. 2019 Ford. Modified, slightly modified 5-liter. Sheldon Kletzel out of Warman, Saskatchewan. Left-hand lane, you gotta love that Dodge with the 5.9 diesel. Curtis Bush out of Watson. Man, that Ram is fast. Ford's starting to catch him here. What's gonna happen at the top end? That is close. Whew. Ram with a 1242 at 110. Right-hand lane for the Ford at 1180 at 121 mile an hour. Wow. Left-hand lane, Chad Novak, a.k.a. Hot Wheels. What year's that Dart? 2013 Dodge Dart, 1.4 liter turbo. Right-hand lane is Sherry Gordon out of Grandora with the 05 Dodge Magnum wagon. Well, Sherry, you're staying on the right side of green anyways. 065 light. Hot Wheels, you red lit twice in a row now. Better clean your glasses, bud. All right, Sherry Gordon's going to take the stripe at the top end in the wagon. 1479, 95 mile an hour. Hot Wheels finish up with a 1778 to 80 mile an hour. Left-hand lane, Mr. Gord Laliberty out of Regina, 2014 modified Mustang. Would have gotten the right lane. That's Hayden McDonald out of Saskatoon, 2021 GSX with an A. The Mustang had some spinning off the line. I thought I heard a chirp when he shifted up. I think the bike's going to take, bike took him 1182, 125 mile an hour. Mustang with a 1282, 114. As you may or may not know, we are our 60th anniversary here at the racetrack this year. If you can make it out to our feature weekend, the third Saturday in August, probably be one of our biggest and best yet. Between the funny cars, the jet cars, we got a couple little bit of secrets going on for that as well. We got a lot of special events coming up here this year. But our feature event in August is going to be a big one, ladies and gentlemen. If you can make it out, it'll probably be our best one yet. Being the 60th and all, right? Right-hand lane, what do we got? To Monte Carlo again. It's Brian Johnson taking a hit. Right-hand lane, 16-15 at 85 mile an hour. The left-hand lane was the Hyundai Veloster with the 1.6 liter. Braden Leisler in Saskatchewan was running the Veloster. Against Clarence Hunko. They may have raced each other in the past sometime. Left-hand lane, 1974 Pontiac Astray with 365 cubes. I think he's got a boosted application there. Right-hand lane is the 73 Camaro of Clarence Hunko out of Saskatoon as well. Oh, the Astray's got the stripe. No. Oh, they both ran 11:49s. A pair of 11:49s. The reaction times were only a tenth apart. Top end 11:49 at 120 and 11:49 at 126. Wow. Very good race. Very, very good race. Dial it and run him right out the back door. Not his back door, the back door. You got lots of beautiful cars up there, man. Cars and bikes and cars. Look at the paint on that 73 Javelin. Steve Carlson out of Delisle. What a gorgeous car. I tell you, man, you don't see cars like that very much anymore. The Javelin's becoming a little bit of a rare item, too. So, right-hand lane, Mr. Lalonde. That's Dennis driving, I believe. 1967 Plymouth Barracuda. Javelin's got him outgunned. 1082 at 129 mile an hour for the left lane Javelin. Right-hand lane is 1171 at 114 mile an hour for the Lalonde boys. That Dodge truck, I bet you that's one of the Weeks' family, is it? Let me see. Oh, it's not. That's Phil Rooser out of Prince Albert, 79 Dodge Adventure Sport. Very nice. Left-hand lane, is that Isabel again? It is. Isabel McMillan out of Saskatoon, 2000 GMC Sierra. Jackie, that was a really good run. Take that 11:49 all day. Turn it up. You can get in the 11:20s. Let Terry tune it for you. Terry, where's your truck? You're not running tonight? Oh, you got her put away. All right. Said he's going to stage it and save it for tomorrow. Oh, hi. Sure. I can read sign language. Who's one of you guys are a mime. The one on the right's acting like a mime. Stop. One hand, one hand. Yeah, poutine. Yeah. And a green Gatorade. Look at that. You just read my mind. Where's my grandkids? At the park. Awesome. Thank you very much to Brandon Bennett for pulling over and helping out a fellow racer on the highway. Had a bad tire, blown out tire on the trailer, and Brandon pulled over just like a hero like he is and came out and saved the day. Ooh, the Infinity with the black logo on the back. You can't hide that car. 2023 Infinity Q50. Jared Smith out of Saskatoon. And in the right-hand lane is the 1967 Dart GT. Brett Gregg out of Saskatoon. Runs Dart. 039 reaction time to the Infinity. He's going to make a good hit here. Let's go, little Q50. Go, go, go. Nice hit. 1245 at 112 mile an hour for the Infinity. Right-hand lane finish up with a 1427 at 96 mile an hour. Right-hand lane is that 79 Dodge truck. Philip Rouser out of Prince Albert, Prince Albert. He's got a 400 cubic inch in that 79 Dodge truck. And he's taking on Kyle Bolitsky out of Saskatoon, 2001 Honda CBR. And the bike's pulling away, of course. And the bike will take the stripe. 1279, 116 mile an hour. And the truck, 1541, 89 miles an hour. '82 Camaro in the right-hand lane. Tyrell Hodgman out of Anaheim, Saskatchewan. He's got a 5.3 liter in that Camaro. Left-hand lane, I think, is the Big Demon. 2018 Demon, Darren LaVenture. 800, he's got to have 800 horse in that thing, right? If it's an 18, 6'2" with an 8, what does this deck card say? 800 launch control didn't work. Oh, he's giving the Camaro the head start and he's going to run him down. Go, Camaro, go! Demon's got him at the top. Demon's got the stripe, 1288 at 123 mile an hour. Right-hand lane for the Camaro, 1428 on a 97. Not too shabby. Is that my little girl on her bike? Man, those cars were quiet. I was waiting for a burnout. Left-hand lane, 1994 Subaru Impreza. Right-hand lane with the Dart and Mr. Chad, a.k.a. Hot Wheels, Novak. Novak cut a decent light with an 063. Novak finish up with a 1779 at 80 mile an hour. Left-hand lane for the Subaru finish up with a 1431 at 97 mile an hour. Sherry Gordon in the left-hand lane in her 05 Dodge Magnum wagon, taking on the Charger. Who do we got running that Charger? Let's see if I can read this. Rory Slonsky out of Martinsville. That's a 2023 Charger with a 392. Sherry's reaction time is an 0.68. She's not red lighting, so that's good. I don't think she's got enough for that Charger in the right lane. Charger's pulling away at the top end. Charger will take the stripe first. 13.08 at 106 mile an hour. Sherry will finish up with a 14.76 at 95. Left-hand lane, what do we got? Joel Repsky out of Saskatoon, 2008 Suzuki GSX with an ah. And in the right-hand lane, we got another GSX, but it doesn't have an ah. That's Conrad Balecki out of Saskatoon. Left-hand lane. All right, I'm curious what this one is because it's blue on blue. Kia? It's a Kia Stinger, 3.3 liter. Tanner Hollinsworth out of Saskatoon. Right-hand lane, what do we got there? Oh, we got the 2016. Very good, Victoria. That is a red light. He was red pretty bad, wasn't he? That's a 2016 Chevy. That's a Corvette Stingray. Out the top end, 1338 at 106. I think they were just playing. All right, left-hand lane, what do we got? We got a Challenger in the left-hand lane. 2016, that is Wayne Bernard out of Eston. Man, he drove a long ways to get here from Eston. Right-hand lane, we got that beautiful 67 Mustang. George Watson out of Rossler. Mustang, he's riding the brakes, he's dogging it. Left-hand lane, Challenger will take the stripe at the top end. 1428 at 99 mile an hour. Right-hand lane, wow, the Mustang split for a guy, right? That is not. That's Adam Wright out of Duck Lake. 91 Ford Mustang GT. Wow, you don't see many of those left, hey? And at the right-hand lane, we got Howden McDonald out of Saskatoon in the GSX with an ah. GSX will run 1155 at 124 mile an hour. Left-hand lane for the Mustang, 1389 with a 99. Gordon Laliberty in the left-hand lane out of Regina in the 2014 Mustang. And in the right-hand lane, we got Braden Leisler in the Hyundai Veloster. Where does he hail from? He hails from Saskatchewan. Left-hand lane, Mustang with the win, 12.95 at 113. You guys got to go get the poutine from Hector's Grub Hub. It is good. Really good. All right, we got a couple of junior street here. Our junior street program, you could start racing at 13 years old at the track. You're 13, you're with a parent or guardian in the passenger seat, and they teach you how to run down the track. So it's a really cool thing that we do here. If you want to get into it, you're only running 8-mile races. It's not too bad on the vehicles, not too hard on the vehicles, and the kids get to learn. They get to learn how to drive responsibly at an earlier age too. Makes them a more skilled driver for sure, for sure. Then if they want to continue on in the sport, well, they go to mom and dad and get a couple jobs and start spending some money. And I was going to make a point there, but the point is gone. I lost it. Lost it. 8-mile Isabella in the left-hand lane of the truck. 11:04 in the 8th mile at 65. And then the Camaro. I should give a shout out to the Camaro here. Where's the tech? I don't have a tech card for the Camaro. Still. Oh, man. 8-mile is what we're looking at. 12.67 to 49 mile an hour for the Camaro. Oh my, left-hand lane, there's a bad boy. That is Kelly Kreutzer out of Belgoni. 82 Chevy S10, 632 cubic inch big block Chevy on nitrous. I know, we love nitrous, don't we, Victoria? That's the power. Right-hand lane is Tyson Darrenowski out of Casarillo, he says. I think it's just down by the Esso. But anyways, he's running his Sonoma tonight. Oh my God, that truck left. He got out of the groove and you can see the tire chatter. 849. 163 mile an hour. What a pass. Holy crap. Look how far he chattered the tires. I bet you that has got to be over 100 feet. 150 feet. Shattered the tires, wadded up, and he stayed in it, gathered it up, and still ran an 849. Right-hand lane finished up with an 1135 at 104 mile an hour for Tyson Darrenowski. Left-hand lane, what do we got there? Oh, and what do we got? What year's that Chevy truck? What do you think?
83?
84. 84 Chevy C10. I only know it's an 84 because I looked at the tech card. That is Rob Landry out of Rossler. Coming on Sherry Gordon in the right-hand lane in the 2005 Dodge Magnum wagon. Happy birthday, Sherry Gordon. 36th anniversary of her 20th birthday today. Right-hand lane will finish up her pass. 1469. At a 95 mile an hour. Sherry, you picked up some speed. You must have went P first. And in the left-hand lane, finished up with a 1567 at 87 mile an hour. Left-hand lane, we got the 2016 Corvette Stingray taking on the Is it a 2004? What year is that car?
Which lane the Camaro was?
2013 Dodge Dart. Chad Novak out of Kenora, Saskatchewan. 061 reaction time. Come on, Chad, you can catch him. You're not running that quick. And the Corvette goes through the top end. 1296, 111 mile an hour. Right hand lane will finish up 1773, 80 mile an hour. Nice pass, Kelly. Considering the tire chatter, man, that truck was hauling. Wow. Left-hand lane, we got the Challenger coming up again, taking on the Kia, what's that, Stinger? Kia Stinger. 2020 Kia Stinger. Tanner Hollinsworth out of Saskatoon in the Kia. Left-hand lane is the 2016 Charger. That's Wayne Bernard out of Eston, Saskatchewan. Right-hand lane will take the stripe first at 1346 at 106 mile an hour. Left-hand lane finish up with a 1436 at 99.
You want to bring him into the burnout box? Whatever you want. Hey.
Oh my sweet God. That is a Camaro. If I had to call that Pro Mod something, it looks like it might be a 69 Camaro. Holy crap. Guys are out of Regina. Chevy Camaro, 737 cubic inches. Approximately 2,500 horsepower, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of a treat for a Friday night. Must be just testing his car. Helping him out tonight is Dan Vogue. Everybody knows Dan Vogue out of Regina. Ooh, he was sliding. Yeah, something's going on. You always get out of it. Let's save it, right? It's okay. Might be a new build. He's got to figure it out. Wow. That car's a bad boy. That's got a lot of power. Left-hand lane is that 67 Mustang once again making another hit. George Watson out of Rossern. Right-hand lane is Mr. James Gordon in the Magnum wagon, slightly modified, he says. He's out of Martinsville. James Gordon cuts a good light in 040 in the right lane. We'll take the stripe off the top end. 1386 at 101 mile an hour. Mustang will follow at the back at a 1694 at 82. 2018 Dodge Demon in the left lane. Ran at 12:03 at 123 mile an hour. Who ran against him in the right-hand lane? The Green Charger. Green Charger, 13:04 to 106 mile an hour. All right, Sherry Gordon in the right-hand lane making another hit tonight with an 0.97 reaction time. And if that is Joel Repsky, that is a GSX with an on the left-hand lane. Pike's going to take it out the top at the back end on a 13.00 at a 1:08. Sherry Gordon will finish up with a 14.71, 95 mile an hour. All right, look at this. Mustang against a Capri, Capri against a Mustang. 1982 Capri in the right-hand lane. Left-hand lane, I think, is a 91 Mustang. I think that's Jill Bask's old car. It really looks like it, yeah. I think we got standard in the right-hand lane. I think they're both standard, aren't they? They're both stick cars. Come on, little Capri, you got enough? I think the Mustang is slowly pulling away out the top, high 13s. 13.97 at 98 mile an hour for the Mustang. Capri, 14.33 on a 96. Ooh, look at that. That Camaro, 2015. What a beautiful car. Work the bugs out of that, Mr. Wickenheiser. We'd love to see that thing run this weekend. Oh my God. That is a 2018 Dodge Demon. 2023 Charger. Junior Street is back up again. And there's still people in tech. Nice to see. They got lots of time to take some hits tonight. Oh, is that Camden Fiesel? He's going to take his car out for a little hit tonight? A little bit of a joyride? Someone else is driving his car. Single pass through the Junior Street in the right-hand lane to the Camaro. I don't have a tech card, so I can't give you a shout-out. What do you got in the 8th mile? What do you got? 13.84 at 46 mile an hour. Left-hand lane, Joel Repsky. That looks like a Suzuki GSX. And in the right-hand lane, Mr. Camden Fiesel's car. I don't think it's Camden driving. Look, he's sitting right there. You can. That's a hell of a neat trick. All right, looks like someone's testing it for him. 129 mile an hour. Left-hand lane with a 1322 at 69 for the bike. Left-hand lane, that beautiful 67 Dart GT. And that's nice. That's Brett Craig out of Saskatoon. Right-hand lane, Hayden McDonald out of Saskatoon in the other GSXI. And the bike will take the stripe at the top end, 1161 at 124. Left-hand lane for the Dart, 1455 at 97 mile an hour. Jackie's car made a hell of a pass out the back. Sorry guys, we were talking up here. Jackie's car, 1110, 127 miles an hour for the Pontiac Astray. Holy crap. End of the right-hand lane for the Chevy C10. He ran a 1579, 86 mile an hour. Jackie, your car's got a new personal best. 1110, 127. Left-hand lane is Al Lalonde in the car, 67 Plymouth Barracuda. And the right-hand lane is a 2019 Ford with the modified 5.0 that's Sheldon Klutzel out of Warman. This would be a good run. To an 1194 in the Barracuda. 1191 for the truck at 121 mile an hour. 1194 to 113 for the Barracuda. That was close. Clarence Hunko in the 73. Sherry Gordon, what are you doing? 168 red. Sherry Gordon in the left-hand lane in the 05 Dodge Magnum wagon. Camaro takes a stripe at 11:38 at 119. Sherry Gordon, 1468, 95 miles an hour. Nice pass, Rob. Mustang is taking on the Capri again here. 82 Mercury Capri, 91 Ford Mustang. The Mustang, where's he out of? Duck Lake. Adam Reet is his name. All right, they look pretty close right now. Mustang, oh, he's just starting to pull away. Just starting to pull away. Yeah, Mustang's got the stripe first, 13.95 at 98. The Capri, he's getting better though. He's getting a little faster, 14.26. 96 mile an hour. Joel Rapsky in the left-hand lane on the two-wheeler out of Saskatoon on the Suzuki. And on the right-hand lane is the Dodge Challenger to 2016. That's Kelly Hunt out of Saskatoon. Left-hand lane is Kyle Belitsky out of Saskatoon on the 2001 Honda. Right-hand lane is Hayden McDonald out of Saskatoon on the other GSXR. Right-hand lane definitely got out of the hole a little bit better. He ain't wasting time. Right-hand lane, 11:52 at 125 mile an hour. Left-hand lane finish up with the 13:24 at 114. '67 Dart GT in the left-hand lane. Right-hand lane, the 2013 Dodge Dart. Reaction time did go to the Dart with an 086. Out the top end first will be the Dodge Dart GT in the left lane. 1577 at 90 mile an hour. Right-hand lane for Hot Wheels, 1765 at 80 mile an hour. Left-hand lane, 2025. That's a new truck, Chevy Silverado. Maria and Ryan Bartel out of Lanigan, Saskatchewan. And in the right-hand lane is Red Light Sherry Gordon in the Magnum wagon. 004 red. It's not that bad, but it's still red. The wagon finished up with a 1466 at 95 mile an hour again. 1504 at 90 mile an hour in the left-hand lane for the Silverado. God, what have we got here? Cornet, what year? 69 Cornet wagon. Brent Eskies Sr. out of Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. 572 cubes are in that station wagon. Right-hand lane, man, that truck's in nice shape. That's a 91 Mazda B2200. Braden Anson out of North Battleford. And the wagon's he's on the brake. Wagon's at the top end on a 1236 at 118 mile an hour on the brakes, of course. Right-hand lane will finish up with a 1440 for the Mazda truck at 96. Man, that's not too shabby at all for a Mazda truck. And the Junior Street 90s Camaro is going to make another pass. Got to practice and get ready for the weekend. Camaro finished up at the 8th mile, 1342 at 57 mile an hour. That's what the juniors run out here. Junior Streets run 8th mile. I wonder if Rob is putting a tune in Jackie's car right now to get out of 11 and enter the 10 zone. Do we think we're going to see it again? It just ran an 11:10. He could get a 10:95. Oh, looked like it hooked and booked pretty good too. The monster Mercedes in the left-hand lane again. Man, that thing is fast. Jesse Langenfirth in the Mercedes. He's out of Saskatchewan. Oh, the right-hand lane. He's making his first pass tonight. That's a Dodge Dakota RT with the 360. That is Morgan Calder out of North Battleford. Let's go, Mercedes. Run him down. There he goes. I don't think he's going to catch him now. There's no way. All right, the Dodge RT to the Dakota's going to hit out the top. 1619 at 80 mile an hour. And the Mercedes just going for a stroll. Thanks again to the volunteers out here again today that worked on the bleachers. Man, they look incredible. Lots of hard work was done today. I appreciate that all. Fantastic to see. Thanks to Heather Bennett for doing some surveying for us today and making me the grunt and handing me the pink hammer and humiliating me like she did. And thanks to Sean for taking care of our track. Thanks to the volunteers and the staff that make these race nights possible. Who else do we thank, Victoria? We thank our sponsors. We thank everybody. What do we got here? Oh, again, these two just can't get enough of each other. Ford on Mercury, Mustang on Capri. If that Capri can nail the light, the Mustang's a little slow off the light, because right now they're about 3/10 apart, maybe 4/10 at the most. I think the Mustang should just give him the one ugga-dugga head start. Okay, the Capri had a good gig, an 081 light to an 091 on the Mustang. Come on, Capri, start slamming. He's behind a 10th at the 8th mile. What do we got? Oh, the Capri! I think the Mustang let him win. 14:18 for the Capri at 96 mile an hour. 14:25 for the Mustang, 98 mile an hour. I didn't watch for his brake lights, but I think he kind of tried to play with them a bit. What if they're betting beer money? Are they betting beer money?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, what do we got in the left-hand lane? We got a Challenger. Now we're going to see whose Challenger that is. That's Kelly Hunt's Challenger, right? Out of Saskatoon. It sure is. And in the right-hand lane is Steve Carlson's beautiful 73 AMC Javelin with the 6-liter. He's out of Delisle. He's got around 600 horse in that Javelin in the right-hand lane. Spinning off the line. Making his way down the track. He had a good 8th mile at 7:33. What do we got out the top? 11:22 at 1:26. He was spinning because he had quicker passes before that today. The left-hand lane for the Challenger, not too shabby. 1371 at 105 mile an hour. Hector's Grubhub, Hector's Grubhub. Hector's Grubhub. Hey, did anybody catch Carolina's win last night? Over the Vegas Knights in overtime. That series could go 7 games. That is a lot of tight hockey, man, I tell you. Speaking of Deut, left-hand lane is Kyle Belitsky out of Saskatoon on the 2001 Honda. Right-hand lane is that 82 Camaro. He's back to do it again. That's Tyrell out of Anaheim. We got to try and do that for Mackenzie Auto Beer Gardens. Mackenzie Beer Garden. That's too many syllables. The Sully got his license. That was a catchy phrase for the weekend. All right, what do we got here in the left-hand lane? Joel Repsky of Saskatoon with the Suzuki GSX. And in the right-hand lane is the other GSX. Hayden McDonald out of Saskatoon as well. Woo, this is a good one. I don't know if that right lane's going to run them down. They had similar reaction times. Left-hand lane's going to get this. 11:24 to 125 mile an hour. Right-hand lane with 11:32 on a 125. I gotta find a chair here. My feet are killing me. Left-hand lane is a 2014 Mustang GT. That's Gordon Laliberty out of Regina. Right-hand lane is a 2013 Dart GT out of Kenora. That's Chad Novak. Left-hand lane with the stripe at 1291 and 112. Right-hand lane with a 1772 at 80 mile an hour for the Hot Wheels. Okay, Victoria's up here today. The right-hand lane, we got a Mazda truck. Do you know the car in the? What do we got in the left lane, Toria?
Corvette.
That is a Corvette. Do you know what kind of Corvette?
Stingray.
Oh, you don't know the year though, do you? No. Okay, that's pretty good for an 8-year-old. That is a Corvette Stingray. Absolutely. I think it's a 14. I'd have to look at the tech card. Right-hand lane is that Mazda B2200. A quick little truck. Corvette's going to take the stripe at the top end. 1266 at 112 mile an hour. Right-hand lane finish up with a 1457 at 96 mile an hour. Let's see if we were right on that Corvette. Is it a 14? I've only set up the 10. Well, it's a 2016. I was wrong. All right. Sherry Gordon in the left lane, James Gordon in the right lane. And they're both driving the Dodge Magnum wagon. You know whose birthday it is today?
Sherry.
Do you know how old Sherry Gordon is today?
21.
Sherry Gordon is celebrating her 35th birthday, 35th anniversary of her 21st birthday. She's 56 years young today. That's older than me. And I'm old. No. All right, Sherry Gordon, it's not red, so we'll take it. You got a 135 light. All right, James, we're going to see if he was playing around on the computer and tuning. James, 1381 at 102. Sherry Gordon, you could print time slips with that car. 95 miles an hour on every pass you've made tonight. 1475 at 95 for Sherry.
Okay, so once you're staged, if you want to come up, then I'll tell Rick to give you a second, and then he'll activate the lights. Is that good? Okay. Okay, just give me a second. I'll tell him.
Hey, Sherry Gordon. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sherry Gordon, in her 2005 Dodge Magnum wagon. Happy birthday to you. Oh, there's that monster Mercedes. Victoria, this car is... That's not a Mercedes. I better look again. Is that a Tesla? That's an electric car. Do electric cars use gas?
No.
No. What do they use?
Plug-ins.
Yeah, they use extension cords. That's how they charge their cars. So they have batteries and electric motors. So they get a lot of torque and a lot of power to the wheels. Let's look up the card. All right, that is a 2024 Tesla S. Oh, that's Terry Zakreski. Terry Zakreski used to have a red Tesla. And Terry Zakreski always used to run an 1155 with that car. Holy crap, look at him go. Oh, no, what? No.
Electric?
984 at 148? Come on. Is that right? Holy crap. 984 at 148 miles an hour. I think that's the fastest electric I've seen on this track. Holy moly, moly, moly. Holy, he went up 2 seconds. I don't know what to say. All right, I got a couple guests up here in the track tonight. I got Little Victoria. I got Little Vesper. I think Vesper wanted to play Guess That Car as well. All right, left-hand lane is the 79 Dodge truck, and in the right-hand lane, I know what kind of car that is. Do you?
Charger.
That. Let me see. That looks like a Charger. It's not. Is it? That, you were right. That's a Charger. I'm just playing with you. 2023 Dodge Charger. Swansky out of Martinsville with the Charger. I think that truck hails on Prince Albert, actually, right? All right, right-hand lane finish up with a 1309 on a 105. Left-hand lane finish up with a 1448 at 95. I'm still waiting to see Jackie's car come back and get out of the 11s. That thing's got 10s in it all day, baby.
Just the air is getting better now.
Left-hand lane, 2025 Chevy Silverado. And in the right-hand lane, what do we got there? Let's see if anyone knows what that is. You know what kind of car that is in the right?
Challenger.
That is a Challenger. You don't know what year, though, do you? Ah, ha, ha. Let me look. Let me see. Car 714. That's a 2016 Challenger. You did get the Challenger part. All right, the Challenger's going to take the stripe at the top end. What do we got? 1452 at 97 mile an hour. Left-hand lane, we finish up with a 1534 on a 90 flat.
You gonna burn out or not? Okay, just wait. What you want to do is, while you're practicing, is you want to get in the groove. Like right now, you're not on the sticky rubber whatsoever. You're in between. So if you want to back up, and we'll bring you into where you want to be, because you want to do it right each time. Yeah, so just back straight up, and I'll guide you. So just back up again. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay. So you want one right here. Your wheel right here. So come forward.
All right, Isabel McMillan's pulling up to the line in her 2000 GMC Sierra with the 5.3, a new junior street racer. Isabel, are you going to do a burnout tonight? No, we're going to take baby steps, right? Oh. Is she? Isabel, good for you.
Put your window up when you get to the start line. Okay, off you go.
There we go, got a cheering section now. I think Isabel might be sitting on a phone book there. She looks like a shorter individual, but hey, she can see over the wheel, she can drive a truck, and I think she just proved us wrong and she can do a burnout. You gotta love it. And she squealed the tires off the line again, which means she's putting the pedal into it. Come on, come on, come on, Isabel. What are you gonna run in the 8th mile? 8. 11:06 at 65 mile an hour. Good for you. Good for you. Hope you're racing this weekend. Wonder if Kelly Kreitcher's going to get up here with his truck again. Oh, there's that diesel truck. That thing is a monster.
Rolling coal.
Oh, man, it is fast. All right, in the right-hand lane, we got a Mazda truck making another hit. He's out of Prince Albert. All right, we're going to see Victoria or Vesper. Who wants this one? What kind of car's in the left-hand lane? Toria.
Camaro.
That's a Camaro. You don't know what year that is, do you?
84.
No, it's an 82. I'll say an 82. I'll say it's an 82. It is an 82. We've been calling Tyrell's name all night. And the Camaro's taking the stripe at the top end. He's getting used to the track, though. Camaro finished up with a 14.23 at 98 mile an hour. And in the right-hand lane, finish up with a 14.61 for the Mazda truck. Man, that thing's quick. Left-hand lane, we got the Dodge Diesel with the old 5.9 Cummins. He says he's pushing 860 horsepower in that four-wheel drive truck. That's a monster. Curtis Bush out of Watson is driving the diesel truck. And the right-hand lane, Victoria.
Corvette Stingray.
That is the Corvette Stingray. You did guess that one earlier, too. All right, this is going to be a tough one. I wonder if he can take this vet. Go! Oh, he's hooking up. He's hooking up. Reaction time does go to the Corvette at a 131. Reaction time for the Dodge truck was at 339. 8 mile at 799 for the Dodge, 827 for the Corvette. Out the top, the Dodge truck, 1238 at 111 mile an hour. I felt like I was at a horse race there for a second. Right-hand lane for the Corvette, 1268 at 112. The Dodge truck, that 8,000-pound truck, 1238 at 111 mile an hour. We got the battle of the Suzukis here, the battle of the GSXRs. They swapped lanes though this time. Reaction time goes to the left lane out of 291. With the right-hand lane run him down. Left-hand lane looks like he's pulling away. He's taking the stripe in the left. 1140. Oh! Both pair of 1140s at a pair at 125 mile an hour. Look at those passes. 0.3 of a mile an hour difference. That came down to reaction time, ladies and gentlemen. Right-hand lane, one of the Lalonde brothers driving the 67 Plymouth Barracuda. In the right-hand lane, we got the Camden Fiesel car with his Nova. I think it's a small block. We're going to see what he's going to do. He's probably doing some testing and getting ready for the races tomorrow. With a 1095 at 107 mile an hour. Left-hand lane for the Lalonde boys, 1187. That's a good pass, 114 MIPAs. Oh, there's the mean Mercedes in the right-hand lane. Wow. 2014 Mercedes 500 class, 5.5 liter twin turbo, approximately 600 horsepower. Left-hand lane is the Dodge Dakota RT. That Dakota's under and the Dakota's going to get to the top end first with a 1580 at 88. The mean Mercedes is just going for a cruise, likely with a passenger, just going for a little loop. Left-hand lane, we got Mr. James Gordon out of Martinsville, Saskatchewan in the Dodge Magnum wagon. Right-hand lane, we got Chad Novak in the 2013 Dodge Dart. Chad's got a 1.6 liter under the hood. I think it might be a turbo, which means it's got a hamster. So the hamster kind of jumps on a wheel to give a little more air. It's got to be a turbo. James, another red light, buddy. 076. That's why you're here, you're testing, right? Dodge Magnum wagon's gonna get the stripe. 1380 at 102. And Hot Wheels Novak 1772. Again at 80. Right-hand lane is the lead singer of AC/DC, Brian Johnson out of Saskatoon, 1972 Chevy Monte Carlo. Well, he's not really the singer. And the left-hand lane, what do we got? We got Kelly Hunt out of Saskatoon in the 2016 Challenger. Challenger's going to take the stripe at the top end first. 1398, 102 mile an hour. Right-hand lane, he's just going for a drive. Harlan Coquel, he had problems with that car in the right-hand lane, and he had to trickle it down the track to get her back. He was the one that was, yeah, he had car trouble. We'll just say that politely. And in the right-hand lane, what do we got there? We got an 84 Chevy C10. That's Rob Landry out of Rossler. And again, we got another pass. There you go. Just have to shift it. If you shift it, it'll take the next gear and it'll go a little faster. Come on, Harlan. There you go, buddy. 11:37, 124 mile an hour. I want to say that car runs like a 1060, 1070. I think that. Yeah, good job. And in the right-hand lane, finished up with a 1554 for the Chevy truck at 87 mile an hour. All right, the left-hand lane, the Infinity Q50 is back up again. We haven't seen him for a little bit. It's Jared Smith out of Saskatchewan. And on the right-hand lane is Gord Laliberty out of Regina in the 2014 Mustang with the big 5.0. Rolling in my 5.0. With my rag top down so my hair can't move. Say hi. No, it just drove by. Kept on. All right, what do we got here? Left-hand lane is pulling away from the Mustang. The Q50, man, they're no slouches. He's got a good time. 12:43 at 111 mile an hour for the Q50. Mustang, 12:72 at a 114. A little bit of tire spin. I want to say he ran a 12:15, 12:20 out of the gate today, too, for the Mustang. Kia Stinger in the left lane, taking on Sherry Gordon in the Magnum wagon in the right-hand lane. All right, these two are pretty evenly matched. I think the Kia is slowly pulling away from the wagon at the top. Yep, 1398 for the Kia at 82 mile an hour. Sherry Gordon again, 1472 at 95 mile an hour. And I really hope she's racing this weekend. Right-hand lane, 1994 Subaru Impreza. And on the left-hand lane, we got another Challenger up there. That looks like the Demon, right? Oh, Darren. Oh, Laventure. Laventure. I can't read where he's from, though. Just can't read it. 2018 Dodge Demon, though. 808 horsepower in that Demon down there. We're going to see what shakes here. I don't think the Subaru's got enough in it. Just a hunch, but... All right, Challenger got out of it. He probably took about 30 feet of rubber with him. And the Demon's getting down the track. 12:03 at 124. Right-hand lane, though, man, that Subaru's no slouch either, is it? 1473 at 95 mile an hour. You know what? That would be dead eye run. Sherry Gordon should run that little Subaru. That's going to come down to reaction time. Sherry Gordon, if you have your radio on and you can hear me, you need to run that little 94 Subaru Impreza. You guys are be dead close. I can't say the real word, but you'll be very close. All right, I think this is the Tesla. Terry Zakreski making another pass. A Tesla S. Apparently this electric car has 1,030 horsepower out of this electric car. 1,030 horses. How does he fit them all in the trunk? I don't know. It's a bunch of little Shetland ponies. They must use all four doors. Here he goes. Here he goes. Look at it pick up. Go. 674 in the 8th. 853. 1005 at 149. His first pass, he was in the 980s. 1005 at 149. Man, that thing is. Uh-oh. I see Jackie Aldrich's Astray sitting there. Hope he's hunting for the 10s. He had 11-10. He just needs a little over a 10th to get in the 10s. What do we got? Bike on bike again. We got the GSX against the GSX. Okay, reaction times were 26 against the 34. Left-hand lane's got her 100. What has he got? 124 mile an hour. Look at the speeds. They both ran a 124.93. Left hand with 11.43, right hand 11.41. Wow. I guess they're both pretty identical. Man, oh man. Wonder if they're betting. Junior Street, left-hand lane. Isabel's going to make another hit. No burnout this time. Oh, wow. Hopefully she's here racing this weekend. Always great to see new youngsters out driving these trucks, driving these cars. I still don't have a tech card for 803. I'm so sorry. I cannot give you the shout out. All right, reaction time. 173 in the left lane, 1.17 in the right. Just getting used to the Camaro, that's all. Isabel, you got an 11.22 at 64 miles an hour. Right-hand lane got an 11.18 at 64 mile an hour. So the Camaro is quicker, just needs to work on the launch. Left-hand lane, 2016 Dodge Challenger, the RT with the 5.7. That's Wayne Bernard out of Eston, Saskatchewan. Right-hand lane is the 67 Dart GT. That's Brett Gregg out of Saskatoon. On the Dart's pulling away with this one here. Dart GT in the right lane is going to take the stripe at the top with a 14.13 at 98 mile an hour. That's a good pass. Left-hand lane is a 14.48 on a 97 for the Challenger. All right, back again and make another pass is Rob the Mad Aldrich driving Jackie Aldrich's 1974 Pontiac Astray, taking on Clarence Hunko in the right-hand lane in the 1973 Camaro. We're going to see what the little Astray is going to do. The little Astray that could, or would, or should. At the top end. What's Jackie's car going to do? 11.06 at 127 mile an hour. Right-hand lane for Mr. Clarence Hunko was 11.44 at a 119. 11.06. right, a little Ford on Chevy, Chevy on Ford. 1991 Ford Mustang GT. Would you call that a Cobra? Maybe? Might be a Cobra. Right-hand lane is the 82 Chevy Camaro. That is Gilles' old car, you betcha. Is the Camaro going to run him down? I don't think so. Mustang's going to take the stripe at the top end, 1388 on a 99. Camaro with a 1421 at 98 mile an hour. All right, left-hand lane is the Corvette Stingray taking on the right-hand lane of the 2025 Chevy Silverado. Going for a cruise. Stingray's going to head out the top end. 1270 at 112 mile an hour. Right-hand lane for the Chevy Silverado is going to finish up with a 1545 on a 90. '72 Chevy Monte Carlo in the right-hand lane. You just got to find his name. Oh, I should have remembered. That's Brian Johnson out of Saskatoon. And the left-hand lane, what do we got there? What do we got there? We got the Dodge Charger. Who is it? Rory Swansky. Rory Swansky out of Martinsville. You know who I haven't seen out here? Tamara Lund or Greg Lund. The bike, and what was the name of her little Hellcat there? It was a Hellcat Charger, but she called it something. Black Cat. Black Cat. Yeah, I haven't seen them out here in a while. Left-hand lane with a 1324 to 106 for the Charger. Right-hand lane with the Monte Carlo 1708 at 79 mile an hour. Hot Wheels Novak. Man, that's got to be 15 hits for him tonight, at least with the Dart GT. Birdie in the 2014 Mustang GT. Look at the reaction time on Hot Wheels. 0.25 for that little Dart. Man, oh man. I think Chad Novak's actually been in the winner's circle here too. Speaking of the winner's circle, did you see the new artwork up there? The Richard Bedford pictures. Right-hand lane, I think that's Lauren Krieger out of Viscount with his 2018 Demon. Left-hand lane is 64, 65 Dodge. Man. But you look, even when you go close, those pictures are amazing. Rich Bedford takes just beautiful, beautiful pictures here.
Like Papa's and Daddy's.
Oh, I went to an art show when a race broke out. All right, left-hand lane. We got Mr. Kelly Hunt again taking another pass on the 2016 Challenger. And the right-hand lane, oh, kiss my grits. That is Sherry Gordon. She's on the right side of green this time. 0.82 reaction time for the Magnum Wagon. And the left-hand lane is going to finish up at a 1409 at 100 mile an hour. Right-hand lane's a 1475 at 95. Right-hand lane. We got the 2000 Dodge Dakota RT. That's Morgan Calder out of North Battleford. Left-hand lane. Well, he's going to try his luck again here. His pass wasn't too bad. That's Harlan Coquel out of Hague, Saskatchewan. Out the back door, 11:07, 126 mile an hour. If he didn't stutter off the line, he would have been in the 10s for sure. Right-hand lane will finish up with the 16:25 at 84. I'm gonna need my sunglasses in here soon. Left-hand lane, 1991 Mazda B2200. That's Braden Anson out of North Battleford making yet another hit. That little truck is quick. That thing runs 14s. Right-hand lane, it's Wayne Bernard. That's him again, making a pass. Another 2016 Dodge Challenger. That's an RT, I believe. And what do we got at the top? Come on, little Mazda. Oh, right-hand lane with a 1500. I think they have passengers with them. They were both quicker than that earlier. All right, left-hand lane, Mr. James Gordon continuing to tune on the Magnum wagon out of Martinsville. And in the right-hand lane is that Subaru Impreza making yet another hit. It's Colton Johnson out of Saskatchewan. 2-liter turbos in that little car. And the wagon's going to get through the top end first. 1383, 102 mile an hour. Right-hand lane with a 1456 out of 92. Oh, that sun feels so warm. Feel like a cat in a window. Close my eyes and go sleep. Ooh, right. Man, there's so much power at this track. Oh my God. All right. Sounds like the Barracuda's underneath me. I think I saw the 67 Barracuda go under. That'll be Al along, because I think Dennis is on the sidelines. I'll get these two brothers straightened out here pretty quick. Gotta figure out who's who. Sheldon Kletzel out of Orlando. 2019 Ford with a modified 5-liter. This will be a really good race here. If they both get a decent reaction time, be interested to see who runs out the back end. But that truck is fast. Truck 1188 and 1192 for the Barracuda. That was close. Man, oh man, that truck took them by more, of course, because of the reaction time, but they weren't even a 10th apart. I say they should run again. I think they should run again. All right, I see Mr. Dan Vogue down there. Looks like we got Mr. Wickenheiser likely coming up. Greg Wickenheiser out of Regina, 2015 Chevy Camaro, 737 cubic inches, 2,500 horsepower. He's going to make a couple of shakes here and see if we can get her to stick. The track will obviously be groomed a lot better tomorrow when it's not a street legal and all we have is racing. look at those pipes coming out. It looks like he's going to be shooting missiles out the back. Holy crap. Dano will get him lined up here, get him to the line. He's going to get him some seat time in a new car, I believe. If she hooks, she's going. Hey, he launched her. New car blues. That's what it is. We'll get her sorted out. That's why we're here. You cannot test a car like that on the street. Not a chance. All right, we're just going to check farther up the track, make sure everything's clean. We didn't get any drips or slips falling out of the car. I'm looking back into the staging lanes right now. We got the Dodge truck coming up. We got the Demon coming up. We got Isabel in the GMC truck, Chevy truck, GMC truck, GMC truck. Wonder if she's going to race all weekend. I hope she does. Get more seat time. I think if there's a big enough junior street on Sunday, I think there's a cash pool this weekend for Junior Street. Yeah, the Junior Street, if they get enough entries, I think there's a cash pool. I think it's a donation from one of the companies in Regina, like throwing money to the juniors. Kind of keeps our young racers going, I think. Yeah, I think it's, actually, I think it's Dynacrane that does that. Yeah, Dynacrane Services out of Regina, yeah. Yeah, they do a lot with the junior programs for sure. All right, and then we got Hot Wheels Novak. We got the B2200. We got the Subaru Impreza. I would love to see that 94 Impreza go against that red wagon on the next pass. You guys are almost identical. 1470s at 95 mile an hour. That's going to be a good one. That'll come down to reaction time. We got another Junior Street at the back that's practicing launching that nice white Camaro. We got the Dakota RT, the 72 Monte Carlo, 2025 Chevy Silverado. I think we got Gord Laliberty at the back of lane 5 in his Mustang. I think the Corvette's lined up there in lane 6. Who else can I not see? I see a white roof. I'm going to say that's the Capri. The 82 Capri is in lane 5. I don't see Jackie Albridge's car up here. You got to beat an 1106, Rob. Got to beat an 1106. Those two GSXRs. I could see you guys down there. Did you compare your time slips to see how close those were? Whoever gets the reaction time wins that race. Who's going to take the next one? Paper, rock, scissors. We'll see. Rogue Chambeau. What do you think that is coming out of Tech? Looks like a Plymouth Belvedere. What do you think? I bet you it's close. What do you think, Corey? Plymouth Belvedere. That's a nice car. Holy moly. Oh, might be a satellite. Good call. Good call. Dave Caster would know, but he can't hear us right now. All right. Is he sending them? All right, he is going to send the Dodge Demon. The 2018 Dodge Demon is going to be taking on the 2007 Ram with over 800 horsepower in that truck with a 5.9 diesel. This is going to be an excellent race. You know the nice thing about having that 5.9 diesel out here, Corey? Mosquito control. Absolutely. Doesn't look like there's much wind left out there. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the left-hand lane, we got Darren Laventure up in the 2018 Dodge Demon with the 6.2, 808 horsepower. And his opponent on the right-hand side is Curtis Bush out of Watson, Saskatchewan. 2007 Dodge Ram 3500 with a 5.9 diesel, 860 horsepower. There's a difference in weight of almost 4,000 pounds between the car and the truck. All right, let's get him bumped. Got to get rid of some mosquitoes in the right-hand lane. Red light for the Demon. He left a little bit early. There's 3/10 in between him leaving. Demon's making a good pass, though. Look at this, 11.56 at 123. The truck had a little bit of a stutter, 12.35 at 111 mile an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, we are running until 9 o'clock tonight. So we got about 31 minutes, maybe 32. 31 minutes for sure that we're still going to be filling the staging lanes up. We got a beautiful evening tonight. We're having some fun. Got some beautiful vehicles out. Just trying to soak it all in, right? Chad Novak in the left-hand lane out of Kenora, Saskatchewan in his 2018 Dodge Dart with a 1.4 turbo. Taking on the Chevy Silverado. 3-liter Duramax in that Silverado. Wow, really? Interesting. I thought it was a 5.3 as well. Out the back, Silverado, you can do it. Silverado's got her 1536 at 89. Man, that's not horrible at all for a 3-liter diesel. Left-hand lane, Mr. Novak, you're printing tickets, bud. 1777 at 80 mile an hour again. Left-hand lane, Mr. Mazda's back. Mr. Mazda, that is Braden Anson out of North Battleford, 1991 Mazda B2200. Taking on the right-hand lane, the old Gilles Bass car, that is Adam Wright out of Duck Lake, 1991 Mustang GT. Man, that Mazda's keeping up pretty good, but the Mustang's going to edge him out. Mustang's got 1411 at 98. Mazda 1447 at 97 mile an hour. Okay, this is one of the races I wanted to see tonight. Right-hand lane is Sherry Gordon in the 05 Magnum wagon that runs 1470s at 95 mile an hour.
What's your favorite?
And in the left-hand lane is the Subaru Impreza. That's Colton Johnson out of Saskatoon. He also runs 1470s at 95 mile an hour. Reaction time will determine all the Subaru crap the left late with a 469. Sherry Gordon in the right lane cuts an 080. Running him out the top. Look how close that is. Oh my God, 1471. 95 mile an hour. Left-hand lane, the Subaru. If you cut that light, you had her. 1465 at 95 mile an hour. Left-hand lane. That's Mr. Kelly Hunt out of Saskatoon in the 2016 Challenger. Kelly Hunt's taking on the 2000 Dakota RT with the 360. That's Morgan Calder out of North Battleford. Oh, they both spun their tires there. 298 reaction to a 290 reaction. Challenger's pulling away. Challenger's got the stripe at the top at a 1436 on a 103. Right-hand lane 1719 at 77 mile an hour. And we got the junior street stepping up again. Isabel in the right-hand lane. Left-hand lane. I'm so sorry, 803 Camaro. I do not have your tech card. But you're getting better on every pass. Once again, I think if we get enough junior street people on Sunday, I think we got a little bit of cash going in the kitty for the winner and the runner-up on Sunday. So hopefully if we could fill up or get a lot more junior streets out, that the more the merrier. And struggling with the launch again is the Camaro. Had a better run on the last one. Isabel, you ran 11:06 at 65 mile an hour in the 8th. Nice run. And the Camaro, wow, we're just going to keep working on your launch. That's all you got to get. You got the power, you just need the launch. Hector's Grub Hub is still open for the best damn food you'll have at a racetrack. Brian Johnson again out of Saskatoon in the right-hand lane in the 72 Camaro. Left-hand lane, Gord Laliberty out of Regina, 2014 Mustang. The Mustang's heading out the top end. He's got the stripe, 1315 at 111. Right-hand lane for the Monte Carlo, Brian Johnson, 1684 at 78.95. Uh-oh, we see the Fiesel car being pushed out of the lane. That's not a good sign. Hope you get her fixed for tomorrow, Cam. We got a good lineup going on behind that Mr. Wickenheiser's Camaro there. The Demon, the Dodge, Hot Wheels, the Silverado, the 2200, the 91 Mustang. We got Isabel in the 2000 GMC, and we got the Camaro behind her of car 803. I think I covered them all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, left-hand lane, that is the 79 Dodge truck out of Prince Albert. Good to see Philip Rooser out of Prince Albert. Dodge truck. Right-hand lane, we had a newbie come in and try and get a pass or two in tonight. In the 67 with a satellite, 440 cubic inches under the hood. Well, satellite's making a very nice pass. 1216 at 111 miles an hour. Very nice. Left-hand lane for the truck, not too shabby. 1465 at 93. Left-hand lane, we got that beautiful wagon again. Man, 1969 Dodge Coronet wagon. That's Brent Eske's Sr. out of Prince Albert. 572 cubic inches. His opponent in the right-hand lane is Mr. James Gordon out of Martinsville in the Dodge Magnum wagon. I think his is an 05 as well. And the Cornet wagon's making his tracks out the top end. He's going to finish up with a 12:03 at 120 mile an hour. Mr. James, 1380 at 102. I think we got the battle of the GSXs. Whoever gets a reaction time.
I think so.
You think the yellow?
The battle of the GSX. Oh, they had close lights. We got a 334 in the left, 375 in the right. Mathematically, the left lane should get the win. Ooh, left-hand lane, 1146 at 123. Right-hand lane, 1145 at 124. Came down to reaction time.
Third yellow, so as it's coming on, go. So you get a red light, big deal. Because that's what's losing you races. The other guy's got a half-second head start on you. Go ahead. Okay?
Chad Novak making another hit again in the left-hand lane of the Dodge Dart, Mr. Hot Wheels. And in the right-hand lane, we got the Dodge Demon again. That's Darren LaVenture out of, I can't read where he's from. I just can't read it. I'm sorry, bud. 6.2 liter, 808 horsepower. I could read that. Yeah, sorry there, Hot Wheels. I don't think you're going to catch that Demon. Demon's making his way out the track at the top end. Of course, he'll take the stripe at 1192 at 122 mile an hour. Mr. Novak, let's go. 1770 at 80 mile an hour again. The old Mustang of Gilles Basque out of Duck Lake is back on the track again tonight in the left lane. I believe he's sporting a 5-speed 347 stroker. Right-hand lane is one of the Lalonde boys in the 67 Barracuda. Lalonde brothers out the top end first at 12:08 at 113. Left-hand lane finish up at the 16:23 at 80. Reaction time of Sherry Gordon got the 010 light. I don't think she wants to give this Subaru a chance. Come on, little Subaru Impreza. You could take her out the top if you try. Oh, she's going to be close. Look at this. Oh, Sherry Gordon, 14.7. Look at this. 1471 on a 1471. 95 mile an hour for Sherry, 96 mile an hour. That was close, you guys. Not even a full mile an hour apart. Staging lanes will close in 18 minutes, guys. You want to make another hit, you got 18 minutes to get in line. Looks like Jackie Albridge's car's coming up again. Rob's gonna try and get that thing in the tens yet. I can feel it. Speaking of feeling it, left-hand lane is the Mazda. Sorry about that, guys. I kind of missed that one. Mazda's in the left lane, and the right-hand lane is Kelly Hunt out of Saskatoon in the 2016 Challenger. Camaro 803, Junior Street. We're going to work on our launch. You take your time and get her down. Give it some gas. Good job. You do that tomorrow. I promise you. Very nice launch. Good job. You ran your 8th mile time, 12:50 at 54 mile an hour. Great launch, though. Good job. Left-hand lane, Tyson Darrenowski. Hi, Kaylee. She's waving at you, Toria. There you go. Good to see you guys out. Tyson's going to make another little pass. And Sandy here. We're going to see what's going to happen. Right-hand lane is Mr. Gord Laliberti out of Regina in the 2014 Mustang GT with the big 5-0. Reaction time is decent. 051 for Tyson in the left lane. Come on, buddy. Get the 10s. You're not going to be happy. Get the 10s. 1093. All right, that's better. 1093 at 123 mile an hour. Mustang gets 1282 at a 114. 15 minutes. Staging lanes will close. 15 minutes. Sorry. 7 to 10 minutes. Staging lanes will close. 7 to 10. Staging lanes will close. All right, in the left-hand lane, making yet another pass. 67 Dodge Dart GT. Brett Gregg out of Saskatoon. Taking on again, Mr. James Gordon, testing that 05 Magnum wagon. Nice reaction time, James, with an 019. Well, that looks pretty close down track, but I think the wagon's got him, yeah. 1385 and 101. Lane had a 1433 and 97. Right-hand lane is one of the GSXs out making a run against the 67 Plymouth Satellite. Mr. Brett Esky Sr. Not Junior, Senior. out of Prince Albert, Sask. All right, he's got his work cut out for him. He's gonna. Oh yeah, that bike's running him down already. Oh, we got a little loose in the left. Oof. The bike 11:26 at 125. Left-hand lane 12:07 at 112. Honda CBR taking on Hot Wheels in the right-hand lane. All right, right-hand lane is the Dodge Dakota RT. That's Morgan Calder to North Battleford. Left-hand lane, Mr. Rob Ulbrich out of Buena Vista, Saskatchewan, 1974 Pontiac Astray. 365 cubes and maybe a little bit of a pinwheel under the hood. Is he gonna get her in the tans, ladies and gentlemen? Get it to stick. Oh, he ramped the power in. Now she's coming in. Here goes the Astray at the 8th mile. He's got an 827 out 100 mile an hour out the top end. 12:13 at 126. Oh. Well, Jackie, get it iced down. You only got about 5 minutes left to get in the staging lanes. Jackie, ice down the car. Quickly. All right, staging lanes are going to close in about 5 minutes, guys. Staging lanes are going to close in about 5 minutes, and we're going to close her out. We're getting long shadows. Sun's getting low. Beautiful night. Beautiful night. All right, left-hand lane. We got that monster Ford truck once again. That is Sheldon Kletzel out of Warman. And on the right-hand lane is the GSXR. 6.9 reaction time for the Ford. This truck is quick. Look at the bike. He's trying to run him down. He just beat him at the 8th. What have we got at the top? Holy crap. 1140 on the bike, 1188 for the truck. 124 mile an hour. You know what? That was closer than I thought it would be. That was one of the faster full-size trucks. I'd like to see that Dodge Diesel with the 5.9 Cummins make one more pass if he's got it in him. I don't see him in line. Staging lanes are going to close in 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. We're going to close in 4 minutes. Left-hand lane out of Duck Lake is the 91 Mustang. A lot of history with that car at this track. And in the right-hand lane again is the 91 Mazda B2200 of Braden Anson out of North Battleford. Left-hand lane goes to the Mustang at a 1437. Mazda goes at a 1488. Oh, we got the rematch again. We got Sherry Gordon in the right lane, and we got the Impreza. The Subaru got antsy and red lit. Sherry, you got an 065. The Subaru's likely should take this one because he left early. Almost 2 seconds or 2 tenths early. Sherry, look at that.
Cherry Cobb.
1471 at 95. And the Subaru ran at 95. It was right there. Staging lanes are going to close in 3 minutes. Staging lanes will close. Left-hand lane is the Corvette Stingray taking on the 2018 Dodge Demon. This will be a good run. The Demon on paper should definitely take this, but you know what? That Stingray's been packing out some passes tonight. It's going to come down to traction as well, getting late in the night. Oh, the Demon hooked up pretty good on that hit. Oh, he's making tracks. He is serious. Yeah, he's leaving the vet behind. He is the stripe. 11:35 for the Demon at 123. The Corvette 1268 at a 112 out of the 6.2 liter. 2016 Challenger in the right-hand lane taking on the 05 Dodge Magnum wagon.
1 minute until
In the spirit of Mike Nowelselski, what does he always say? Mopar on Mopar. All right, spinning ain't winning. The Challenger lost some traction there. James with a better launch in the wagon. The Challenger going to run him down. We're going to see what happens here. A little bit of a weight difference between the two. James, you got the stripe at the top of the wagon, 1378. Good pass, James, 102. Right-hand lane for the Challenger, 1431 and on a 102. '25 Chevy Silverado in the left lane with the 3-liter Duramax. Maria and Ryan Bartel out of Lanigan. 3-liter Duramax. Taking on Gord Laliberty, getting his couple hits in here. And that is a 2014 Mustang GT. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute. Staging lanes will close in 1 minute. You want to make a hit, you got 1 minute to get in line. 1 minute and the lanes will close. Final call. Final call for street legal. Right-hand lane making the way up the track first. He's going to take the stripe on the Silverado, 1324 to 107. But you know what? That Silverado for a 3-liter diesel, 1528 at 91 is impressive. Terry Zakrowski's back up in the left-hand lane with that Tesla. Man, oh man, oh man. Terry Zakrowski, he is out of Saskatchewan. He raced out here with another Tesla and always ran an 1155, that guy. This is a 2024 Tesla S, probably a $200,000 car if we're not wrong. 1,030 horsepower. We're going to see what he's going to do in his third or fourth hit tonight. All you could hear is those tires lightly chirping for like 50, 60 feet. Out the top end. Oh, no way! What? 972 at 150 miles an hour. Staging lanes are closed, by the way. Staging lanes are closed. If you get in line now, we might let you through, but we got to close them, guys. Holy crap, 972 at 150 miles an hour out of an electric car.
that's a record.
Yeah, we had a plaid run out here in the 9s, but I don't know if he was quite that fast. It would have been close. This may be the fastest Tesla we've had out here yet. 972 on. Lane, we're gonna finish out. Other than that, we're closed. You guys will finish up your runs. Left-hand lane, Clarence Hunko out of Saskatoon, 1973 Camaro. Right-hand lane, we have Al Lalonde in the car, 1967 Barracuda. Barracuda? That car is a CUDA. I think when did the CUDA start? 1970? Sorry, things are coming around. There was a Capri. All right, left-hand lane. Look at that light. 003 reaction time. That was a nice run. 11:43 on the brakes at a 119. All right, what do we got here? We got, looks like the Honda CBR, I think, taking on Mr. Hot Wheels. I almost called them Hot Lips. How would I know? But anyways, Chad Novak. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Dodge Demon left to come up yet. We still got a couple cars. Thank you very much for coming out to join us tonight on this Performance Plus Friday Night Street Legal. We enjoyed having you. Beautiful, beautiful night to take in some racing for sure. Left-hand lane for the bike, finished up at the 1284 to 116. Mr. Novak. Ooh, Chad picked up 1759 at 80 mile an hour. And once again, oh man, we're going to see what's going to happen here. Sherry Gordon in the 05 Dodge Magnum wagon is once again going to try her luck against the Subaru Impreza. And that is Colton Johnson out of Saskatoon in the Subaru. This is literally a reaction time race. Sherry steps into the first beam. The Subaru steps into the next. Is Sherry going to take the second? No, the Subaru took the second light. Sherry's got the second light. The light's going to drop. Oh, the light dropped. Ow! 152 reaction for Sherry. And we got a 190 on the Subaru, 190 now, trying to catch up to the wagon. The wagon's now making her back. He's going 948 in the 8th, 983 in the 8th. Sherry's pulling away at the top end, and we got Sherry Gordon, 1465 at 9568, 1492 for the Subaru. Last run of the night, ladies and gentlemen, is the Dodge Demon, Darren LaVenture. Thanks again for bringing that Dodge Demon out. Beautiful specimen of a vehicle. 2018 Dodge Demon, 808 horsepower on a 6.2 liter motor. Supercharged. Say it again. Supercharged. Supercharged. Yeah, supercharged. All right, the Demon's making his way down the track here. He had traction problems off the line. And he's going to finish up 1177, 123. Thank you again to the staff, to the volunteers, to everybody to make the place happen. Thank you to our spectators, Mackenzie Auto Beer Gardens, Performance Plus, Regina, and Saskatoon. And thanks again to Hector's Grub Hub, MetaV Ambulance Services, and Mr. Dave Caster. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you again.
you